your credit score holding you back from purchasing a home? GC Credit Coaches is a repair company that's made easy. Their goal is to challenge and remove all negative errors that hurt your credit score. On average, GC clients see about 10.2 negative items removed over 4 months. Start improving your credit score today with a simple 2-minute online enrollment for a free consultation and a complete credit audit. GC Credit Coaches offers competitive monthly pricing, no contracts, no hidden fees, and the service stops once you are satisfied. GC Credit Coaches removes inquiries, collections, charge-off, bankruptcies, and repossessions. Don't forget to visit gccreditcoaches.com. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Unfortunately, we are not in studio to do the LV Home Experts podcast. Fortunately for me, I'm here in Hawaii, so weather's great today, and I figure why not just do a quick update of what's going on with the Las Vegas housing market. Probably from the title of the video, the market is pretty much down when it comes to new homes. So I'm gonna go over some of the items that you guys need to be aware of and what's going on with the housing market. First, I do want to start off with we are looking to hire brand new agents, and I'm talking about brand new, literally just got their license. So if you guys want to join the team, you guys need a bunch of leads. We really want to coach you and help you to be successful in real estate. Another thing, we just launched a Realtor Academy. Now, social media is like one of the biggest deals right now, especially for real estate agents or whatever type of business you're getting into. If you are not on social media, you're missing this wave of opportunity. It's just like when you go surfing, there's 3 waves, right? It's a set. It's always the last set is always the biggest. Now, here's the thing. First set came in, working on the second. Now it's the third set that's coming. So don't miss this opportunity. There's such a small window, especially for real estate agents out there. So Realtor Academy, I'll have that link in the description. So that way, if you are interested in learning how to do property tours and monetizing your videos, we break everything down. 6-figure agent, we have a new course. If you are a brand new agent, don't want to join the team, we actually have a course that's called 6 Figures. Reason why we call this 6 figures, the reason why we call this 6 Figures is because we want to help you to make 6 figures in real estate. And by the techniques and strategies that we do implement and share with you, you should be able to make 6 figures, right, in your real estate career. Now, the monthly reports, if you guys would like monthly reports, I want you to go ahead and email York, and that's going to be chakits.ckg@gmail.com. Okay. Also, if you guys are just getting started in the Las Vegas housing market, you guys want to look for resale and brand new homes, please visit lvhomeexperts.com. It is a great website to get started. It's actually integrated with the MLS, so the properties that we do put on our site, it's all currently available. So we don't put any pending or contingent status, and it's free to sign up, guys, and you should be able to set up your own notification, set up your own home search as well. Now, if you guys are thinking about selling your home and you would like a comparable market analysis, let us know. Just send us an email at chakits.k@gmail.com. For some of you guys that don't know how to spell that, that's chakits.k@gmail.com, and just say, hey, I would like you to run a comparable market analysis on my property. I would like to know what my property is worth. And what we'll do is within 24 hours, we'll send out a full comparable market analysis to you to see what it is worth. Now, I took some notes here. We're going to start off with economic news and what's kind of like going on, because I think this is very important for a lot of you guys out there, okay? So when it comes to the core CPI, which is the consumer price index, currently right now, inflation went from 7.1 down to 6.5. And that's actually a good sign. That means the feds are starting to slow down inflation by raising rates. However, that is a lagging indicator, and this is something that you guys do need to keep in mind. Now, the current fund rates right now is at 4.5%. Now, the next Fed funds meeting is going to be at the end of this month. And what I see and what's going to happen based upon what Jerome Powell is saying, I think rates are going to go up 1/4 of a point. So now, if it goes up 1/4 of a point, it will push down core CPI down to probably about, you know, 6.25, which is great. But also you have to understand that initially core CPI was at 9.1%, but they raised the Fed fund rates from 0 to 4.5, right? Just to bring it down about 2 basis points. Well, 2.5 basis points or something like that. So, you know, you have to understand, if they're going to slow down inflation, right, and they're using, you know, core CPI as the matrix, right, metrics, and they want to bring it down to 2%, if they have to raise it another 4.5% in order to bring it down to 2%, that tells me that interest rates could go all the way up to double digits. Now, am I seeing that is going to happen? Probably not. However, this year, there's a bunch of meetings. You have meetings in March, May, June, September, November, and also December. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. So I feel what's going to happen is probably the Feds are going to raise rates to the point to drive inflation down low. So that way they can go ahead and pump more money into the system and drop the Fed funds rate probably back down to 0, so that way they can stimulate the economy. But more on that a little bit later. Now, when it comes to mortgage rates on a 30-year as of today on a fixed rate, it went from 7% all the way down to 5.9%, believe it or not. So, you know, at 5.9% on a mortgage today is actually pretty good. I remember when I got my first loan, it was at like 5.25% or like 5.5%. I don't remember because it was like 12 years ago. Now, on a 15-year fixed rate, right, it went from 6.2 all the way down to 5.1%. And that's not bad on a 15-year. However, this is from, you know, bankrate.com. Now, unemployment. So unemployment just they just came out last week with the total of non-farm payrolls of employment increased to 223,000 in December, and unemployment down 3.5% according to the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics. However, these are actually lagging indicators, so this is something that you have to keep in mind, because if you go back, right, and you check the statistics, it always gets revised. Now, unemployment's pretty low at 3.5, but you also have to take in account that unemployment, the way that they run their metrics now, you have to understand that, you know, they count jobs as part-time jobs, right? But then you have to understand, a lot of people don't have full-time jobs. There's a bunch of people out there that have a bunch of part-time jobs. So they're counting that. So that's not how to really run our economy, right? With a bunch of part-time jobs. Now, unemployment here in Las Vegas, in the city of Henderson as well, let's just say the whole paradise, is at 5.6% as of November 2022. So, I mean, we are a little bit slight higher. However, there are some people out there looking for jobs. Like my daughter, she was looking for jobs. She was actually having a hard time to find a good job. But then a lot of people out here were saying that, you know, they can't get employees. But what sector is that? That's like the service sector, right? Guys that are working on like fast food, jobs that don't really pay that much. They're the ones that are actually hurting. Now, another thing I noticed is that a lot of my friends and the people that I do work with in this industry that were superintendents for certain sites literally just got laid off. But I'm going to get more into that later on. Now, something that's very interesting that you guys need to be aware of. I don't know if you guys are aware of build to rent and what build to rent is. I'm gonna get into this in just a little bit. So I find this very fascinating. This is something that you guys really need to keep an eye on. JP Morgan Chase Bank, right? According to Business Insight, JP Morgan spent about $1 billion on 100 of, what is this? I'm sorry. So it looks like JP Morgan is about to spend $1 billion, right, on 100 of rental homes across the U.S. on the way to become a mega landlord. Listen, guys, this is important. So JP Morgan is spending $1 billion to purchase hundreds of rental properties, and they're about to become the biggest landlord in the United States. JP Morgan and Heaven Realty Capital enter into a joint venture, and this agreement took place in November 15th, right? The company plans to acquire up to $1 billion and build 2 rent properties starting in Atlanta, right? This is crazy. They just literally made an acquisition on 3 new master plan communities at $415 million. And this is set to close here in the next 90 days. Now, let's talk about this. What is build to rent? So, a lot of these companies, right, or banking institutions, or these funds or hedge funds, what they're doing now is they're borrowing a bunch of money, right, from the bank, and they're deploying it into the marketplace, and they're going out and they're working directly with builders and buying everything up. Is your credit score holding you back from purchasing a home? GC Credit Coaches is a repair company that's made easy. Their goal is to challenge and remove all negative errors that hurt your credit score. On average, GC clients see about 10.2 negative items removed over 4 months. Start improving your credit score today with a simple 2-minute online enrollment for a free consultation and a complete credit audit. GC Credit Coaches offers competitive monthly pricing, no contracts, no hidden fees, and the service stops once you are satisfied. GC Credit Coaches removes inquiries, collections, charge-off bankruptcies, and repossessions. Don't forget to visit gccreditcoaches.com.
Attention contractors, remodelers, and homeowners. Is your renovation becoming a pain in the glass? Here at Glass Vegas, we take care of all of your glass needs, from a broken window to custom shower doors, mirrors, wine enclosures, storefronts, railings, and much more. We can even help you with new or replacement thermally broken windows. We're a full-service, woman-owned glass company that provides unparalleled workmanship, excellent communication, and great customer service. Glass Vegas, we do glass with class.
Yes, that's right. They're buying everything up. This is crazy. So they're buying a brand new home, they're building it, and they're automatically renting it. So basically, Wall Street is coming out to Main Street, and pretty soon what's going to happen? We are going to be a nation of renters. I mean, everything that we do now, we're renting everything. So I feel like when this really takes place, this whole housing market is going to skyrocket again, believe it or not. But everything is going to get more expensive. So that's something that you have to keep in mind because of this inflation situation. But another thing I want you to understand is how does this affect your marketplace? Especially like here in Las Vegas. So let's just say they come out here to Las Vegas. They haven't hit Las Vegas yet, but you know, in certain sectors, right, of the real estate market, believe it or not, the market has stabilized. And when you go into certain communities, it's a hot community, right? But if you take a look at Vegas right now, about 40% of our market is a bunch of rentals. So you have to understand that a lot of people are moving on out here to Las Vegas. Why? I mean, we talked about this in past episodes, so we can get into that later on. But this is something that I want you to keep in mind. And the banks understand that, you know, the feds are printing money. So you might as well deploy that money somewhere, right? And if you can get capital, right, and it's free money, why not take that money and go out and get hard assets? Because at the end of the day, they know that pricing will go up. Look, if the banks are doing this, they're probably telling you something. Now, according to Hunter Housing Economics, investors will put a sum of $40 billion into the build-to-rent development in the next 18 months. This is alarming, folks. So, I'm not telling you to go out and buy a home because home price is going to go up. Look, I have no clue where this market is going. It's just like a pendulum. It just swings back and forth, right? There's so many compensating factors of what will happen to the market, right? Or what will dictate the market. Now I want to talk about new home sales in Las Vegas. Unbelievable. New home builders out there are losing their shirts off. I'm going to start off by the master plan community of Summerlin. Summerlin is actually the biggest master plan community in the city of Henderson. Now, Summerlin has more than 22,500 acres of development land for single-family residents and also commercial as well. Now, they have more than 120,000 residents, okay? And this is actually owned by the Howard Hughes Corporation. Now, new home sales in Summerlin plummet. That's right, it has plummet. Now, they only sold 782 homes, down 52% from 2021 due to cancellations of the interest rates increasing from 3.2% all the way up to 6.48%. So what this is saying is that during 2021, while people were in their home or actually purchasing a home, and it took about 12 months to build because the builders were just piling up applications and the demand or the supply couldn't keep up with the demand, what builders were doing is taking a bunch of deposits, right? They didn't have enough workforce or manpower to build the homes, and that's the reason why it took from 6 months all the way up to 12 months on certain homes. I've even seen up to 24 months. And within that time period, what happened was interest rates, because of the money supply of what was going on, right? Feds had to raise rates to slow down inflation. Now you thought you were locked in at 3.2%, but this is it. You have to understand, you're not locked in until your lender locks you in. So that's a key component here. You need to make sure you're locked in. But anyway, as they were waiting to get closer to the closing date, and as it was getting pushed back, basically what happened was feds raised rates, which means your interest rate was higher. Now as a consumer, you no longer qualify for that home. What did that mean to that buyer? There were buyers out there were losing $10, $20, $30, even $40,000. Some of them were able to get it back. Luckily, our clients were. There's certain escalation clauses in the contract that you can actually get that money back if you know what you are doing. So that's the reason why you're going to give us a call. Now, it's not all cases, but in this case, we could have made it happen. Now, if we take a look at the master plan community of Cadence. Now, Cadence is located in the city of Henderson on the east side of town. Now, for new homes, they sold only 571 homes. They were actually down 34% in 2021. Same situation, same scenario. The city of North Las Vegas, new homes, they sold only 348 homes. They were down 66% from 2021. Same situation. So the new home builds right now, they are getting crushed, folks. The builders, they are definitely hurting. They are giving out so much incentives. It's just crazy. They're doing the 3-2-1 buy down, 2-1 buy down. I mean, you got all these different type of buy downs, which I would say I would not do the buy down. It makes no sense whatsoever. You are better off just buying down points and having the builder to pay for it or have the seller to pay for it. But some of these incentives that these builders are giving is pretty crazy. Now we're going back to 2020, where I was able to negotiate lot premiums off, additional dollars towards upgrades and options. I mean, it's a good market to negotiate a deal. So the buyers definitely do have a favor. So if you guys are interested in purchasing a home, obviously give us a call because we want to earn your business. Now I want to get into single family residence and what's going on with the marketplace as of today. So if we take a look at resale homes across the Las Vegas Valley, Now this is just for single family residents only. Now currently we have active, as of today, is 5,886 properties on the market. The median price point for a home today, $430,000. That is unbelievable. What do you get? 1,800 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage. At our all-time peak was at 485. That's a 12% drop from its peak. Now, what am I gonna see come this year? And I talked to you guys about this. I see another 10% drop. Okay, but that's just speculation, right? Now, at $430,000, you're paying $237 a square foot. So make sure to use this as a barometer. The average days on the market now is 40 days. That's still a healthy market. This just tells me that buyers are just going out, shopping, taking their time. You know, they want to see what their money can buy, and they're trying to get their bang for the buck. So this is something that you have to keep in mind, especially if you are a seller, right? If you are selling your home, you're listing on the market, your property better be better than everybody else's property in that community. You better have something that, you know, your home has that home doesn't have, okay? So keep that in mind as a seller. If not, your property is gonna sit on the market. And also, if you don't get an offer right away, relax, okay? That's just the way the market is now. You just gotta find the right buyer for that home. How do we do that? You just gotta get the right agent. Give us a call. Now, if we take a look, rates today, as I mentioned, at the 5.9%, if we actually put 20% down and amortize it for 30 years, your principal interest in today's market is $2,041 a month. So that's not bad, but however, that doesn't include insurance and taxes and also HOAs, so that's something that you need to keep in mind. Also, disclosure real quick, I'm not a lender, so make sure to contact your lender. If you guys don't have a lender, we can provide one for you to run the numbers. I'm just doing it off my calculator, so that way to kind of give you guys a general idea. Now moving on to townhomes. Townhomes, we currently have 586 townhomes currently available for sale. The median price point for a townhome today is $324,000 at $218 a square foot. Average days in the market, 37 days. Now let's run the analytics on this and let's find out exactly what your monthly payments would be on $324,000. So if you bought a townhome today at 5.9% with 20% down, amortized for 30 years, principal interest would be $1,538. Again, disclosure, I'm not a lender. Make sure to contact a lender. If you don't have one, we can provide one for you. Condos. This is important right now for me because I have a couple condos that I am selling. So this kind of gives me a barometer of what's going on. Current active listings for condos, 835 condos currently listed for sale today. The median price point is $206. Now, I did buy a condo for $200, put $25 into it. I'll probably end up losing $25,000 on this deal. Unfortunately, I didn't time out the market right. Like I said, I don't have a crystal ball. You know, I don't even know what's going on. I'm just some guy just trying to sell you some homes. All right, so if we take a look at this, at $206,000 for the median price point for a condo, you're paying roughly about $206 a square foot. Now keep in mind, the reason why I tell you guys the square footage here is because I want you to use this as a barometer when you are shopping this sector. Now the average days on the market would be about 31 days. So the condo market seems to move a lot faster than the single family residence. And I'm starting to see a lot of these things starting to get sold. So hopefully I can sell my condo. So now at 5.9% with 20% down, amortized for 30 years, principal and interest for something like this would be $978. Now, moving on to high rises. Now, when it comes to high rises, we currently have 333 high rises currently available for sale. The median price point for a high rise is $535,000 at $579 per square foot. Average days on the market is 40 days. If we run the numbers at 5.9% interest rate at 20% down, amortized for 30 years. Principal and interest would be $2,540. However, keep this in mind, a lot of these high-rise HOAs are going to be about $1,000, okay? Now folks, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys like this video, let us know. Also, we will be back next week, Wednesday, live. And what we're probably going to do is we're going to start taking some calls too as well. And yeah, I'm here at this beautiful island of Hilo. We've got a couple more days here, and we're gonna head off to Oahu, hang out and do a little bit shopping, then get ready. We're gonna go back and hit it hard back in Vegas. That's right. All right guys, see you guys next week. Other than that, till next time, peace.
Attention contractors, remodelers, and homeowners. Is your renovation becoming a pain in the glass? Here at Glass Vegas, we take care of all of your glass needs. From a broken window to custom shower doors, mirrors, wine enclosures, storefronts, railings, and much more. We can even help you with new or replacement thermally broken windows. We're a full-service, woman-owned glass company that provides unparalleled workmanship, excellent communication, and great customer service. Glass Vegas, we do glass with class.